Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. The graphs, very important part of data interpretation part of quant exams. And the graphs, we start learning graphs from class 7th onwards maybe, when we do the line charts, the bar charts, the histograms, and the pie charts, frequency tables, all those stuff in the topic of statistics. So in this video, I am going to take up some of the problems based on graphs. So these are the various problems which the students study in class 7th and 8th level, and they continue that and do higher problems of statistics in class 9th and 10th, followed by the application of graphs in the quant problems, that is the data interpretation problems of various government placement exams. So before getting into different types of graphs and interpreting them, let me just tell you about the class 6 to class 10 mathematics worksheets which we have brought out very recently. We have the best offers going on right now, the CBSE practice worksheets, very nominal costing, unlimited validity stuff coming your way. Class 6, 7 and 8 we have the video support also, and you can get these complete worksheet sets for comprehensive concept wise preparation and for better understanding. How to get a copy of these worksheets? You can send me a message on WhatsApp 9896369963. A very nominal cost associated with these worksheets, and they will help you in comprehensive preparation of the school exams. Right? So let's see the questions in hand now. Here we have a question where there is a bar graph which has been drawn here, and this there is no space in between, so it's a histogram. It shows the monthly wages of workers in a factory. So here you can see on the y-axis we have the number of workers, and on the x-axis we have the monthly wages. Now how to interpret this is very important, because the question is very simple. Find the largest and least number of workers and their wages in rupees. So these monthly wages are mentioned like 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600 and 600 to 700. So they are intervals in which the wages lie, and the number of workers are like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and the highest one is only up to 70. So you should know that x-axis represents the monthly wages in intervals and y-axis represents the number of workers. Okay, so what is the question? He is asking us the largest number of workers. So if you see that workers are here, right, and the largest number of workers, that is the highest height of the bar, is for 70, and therefore the highest number of workers is corresponding to this particular bar, and this relates to 400 to 500. That means between 400 rupees to 500 rupees we have this monthly wage as the most prevalent wage. And how many workers have this range of wages? It is 70 workers. So this is the highest wage number of workers. Likewise, if we have to see the lowest one, just see which one has the minimum height. So corresponding to these 6, you can see the minimum height is for this particular bar, and this corresponds to 10 workers. So 500 to 600. So rupees 500 to rupees 600. This is the wage interval where the minimum number of workers lie, and those number of workers are just 10. So 10 workers. Now this is pretty elementary, because I'm just telling you how to read the bar graph. Okay. Once you know how to read the bars given in this graph, it will be very easy for you to draw the graph also and attempt some difficult questions. Like you may be asked to find, okay, this is what percentage of this, how much percentage is this less than this one, or what is the total of these two and total of these two, and what is the difference between them. So you can be asked a variety of questions. Reading the graph is what matters, and that's what I have taught you in this particular video. Right? Let's move on and do a question of frequency table. So as you can see, we have drawn some vertical bars here and some cross bars. These are called tally marks. Tally marks, right? So this is the data where a gardener has planted different types of flowers. These are all names of flowers: jasmine, hibiscus, and then rose, marigold, daisy, and tulip, right? Now the number of pots of jasmine is 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 bars corresponding to this. So we have 3 pots containing jasmine plants. Likewise, hibiscus we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Rose we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And marigold we have, see, whenever we have a cross line, it is a bunch of 5. Okay. So one cross line means bunch of 5. Another cross line means bunch of 5. So 5 plus 5, 10 pots. And likewise 2 here and 2 here, right? So once you know the data, answering the questions is just a formality. How many hibiscus flower pots are there? So for hibiscus, you can see we can draw the frequency column. Just count the number of lines. We have 3 here, we have 4 here, we have 4 here, we have 10 here, we have 2 here, and we have 2 here. So the number of pots corresponding to each flower. How many hibiscus flowers are there? For corresponding to hibiscus, we have 4. So the answer is 4 pots. Which 2 flowers have the same number of pots? Same number of pots. So same number of pots are for 2 different flowers. Here 4, 4 for hibiscus, and we have to write hibiscus and rose. They have 4 each, 4 each, and we have another set 2, 2. That is for daisy and tulip. So tulip and daisy, this is also another pair, they have 2 each. This is the answer for the second part. Likewise, the third part, which flower has the maximum number of pots? So maximum number is for 10 and 10 is for marigold. So the answer for this question is marigold. And finally, what is the last question? How many pots are there in total? So you just have to sum up all the frequencies. 3 plus 4, 7 plus 4, 11, 21, 25. So how many pots are there in total? We have 25 pots in total. Pretty easy, right? Reading a frequency table is very easy. Just a basic understanding is required. Okay. Let's see another question where we have a pie chart. I think you will not be able to see the angles here. So if I write the angles here, it will be easier for you. Corresponding to this A, it is 20 degree. Corresponding to B, it is 15 degree. Corresponding to C, it is 135 degree. Corresponding to D, it is 90 degree. Corresponding to E, it is 56 degree. And corresponding to F, it is 44 degree. So all the 6 angles are given. As you can see here, in a pie chart, if you total up all these angles, this is 100, 190, 290, 325, 340 and 360. So all the angles will always add up to 360. Okay. Now what are the questions asked? Study the pie chart carefully and answer the questions. If 1080 voters have voted for C, so this 135 degree, this sector corresponds to 1080 voters. So 1080 is the value of number of voters corresponding to this sector of pie chart. Okay. So find the total number of voters. Right. Now watch. Corresponding to C, we have 135 degree. To solve this question, 135 degree is out of how much? A total of 360 degree. So the fraction of area covered by this sector is 135 upon 360. And you can cancel this. I think 45 3 times is 135 and 45 8 times is 360. So this is actually 3/8. Okay. Now 3/8 of the total, right? We are asked to find the total. So 3/8 of total is given in the question as 1080. 1080. And we need to find the total number of voters. So total number of voters will be 3/8 108038 moves to the other side and becomes 8 by 3. 3 cancels this. 3 18 means 6, 360 times, and so the total will be 8. So this is 0, 8 6 are 48, 8 4 carries, so 28. You have 2880 voters in total. So what did I do? I found out the fraction of 135 with 360, the total angle, and I got a fraction. That fraction of the total is given in the question as 1080, and I got the total number of voters as 2880. Likewise, how many voters voted for A, B and F? Now, knowing the total number of voters, it is very easy for me to find the number of voters for A, B, F. For A, angle is 20 upon a total of 360. Just multiply that by the total number of voters 2880, you will have an answer. So this is like 20 cancels this 18 times, and now you can divide 2880 divided by 18. I'll leave that for you because that's pretty easiest thing, right, to do. And you can tell me what is the number of voters who voted for A. Likewise, if you have to find for B, what is the angle? B is 15 out of 360 and multiply that by 2880. You can find this, and corresponding to what? F. Similarly, the angle for F is 44 degrees. So 44 upon 360 into 2880, which will give you the voters for F. Right? So I have found out one of these for you, and the remaining 3 calculations I have left for you as DIY. You need to post the comments here. How many voters correspond to A, B and F. Now these are some types of graphs which I have discussed in this video. So practice these and use the worksheets which I was talking about in the video, and I am sure you are going to develop very good conceptual clarity of graphs. So friends, if you like this video, do share it with all your friends, do subscribe the channel and click the bell shaped icon for getting all the notifications. Thanks for watching this video. Look for more such amazing videos on the channel. All the best.